Hey, Shalom Akim. Shalom Akim. I want to give all praise, glory, honor, power, and fear to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim, Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, peace, blessing, and salutation, protection to the elect and the hopeful elect of Yasharallah. I just came across St. Matthew's, and I just want to go right into it. For the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man that is a householder. You know, the kingdom is the house of the Most High, Yahweh, Yahushua, which went out early. You know, it's like early in the morning. He's rising up his holy prophets, and I am one of them, and Lord willing, y'all endure with me to understand my fashion isn't like the rest of the elect of our people. I am the sealed elect within the elect. He rose me up early, called me first in 2012, and basically I didn't hear. I made light of it. You can go to St. Matthew's 22 and 3 through 10, 22. Verse 3 through 10 explains, I got my first coin, I made light of it, I couldn't really understand it, I went about my way, stuck in my way, just trying to figure out life and stuff, and basically, that was him knocking, and, he was hiring me, like he put that seal on my head, like it burnt. Isaiah 44 is the process of the seal, the description of the graven image. Basically, they put it in my forehead. Seen it. They're always talking, look, for John came unto you in the way of righteousness, and you believed him not. But the politicians and the harlots believed him, and ye, when ye had seen it, repented not afterwards, that ye might believe him. Here another parable. There was a certain householder which planted a vineyard, and hedged it round about, and digged a winepress in it, and built a tower, and let out a husbandman, and went into a far country. And when the time of the fruit drew near, he sent his servants to the husbandmen, that they might receive the fruits of it. And the husband took his servants, and beat one, and killed another, and stoned another. Again he sent other servants, more than the first, and they did unto them likewise. But the last of all he sent unto them his son, saying, they will reverence my son. But when the husband saw the son, they saw amongst themselves, this is the heir. Come, let us kill him, and let us seize on his inheritance. And they caught him, and cast him out of the vineyard, and slew him. When Yahweh therefore of the vineyard cometh, what will he do unto those husbandmen? They say unto him, he will miserably destroy those wicked men, and let out his vineyard unto other husbandmen, which shall render him the fruits of their seasons. Yahushua answered unto them, did you never read in the scriptures the stone which the builders rejected? That stone, the elect, the precious, the same become the head of the corner. This is Yahweh's doing, and it is marvelous in our eyes. Therefore I say unto you, the kingdom of Yahweh shall be taken from you, and given to a nation bringing forth fruits thereof. And whosoever shall fall on this stone shall be broken, but on whomsoever it shall fall, it will grind him to powder. When they sought to lay hands on him, They feared the multitude because they took him for a prophet. This is 21 and 28. But what think ye? A certain man had 2 sons, and he came to the first, the elect. They're gonna be transformed first, and says, son, go work today in my vineyard, that holy calling. That's what the penny, you guys, the chosen, be first, the first. So the last shall be first, and the first last. And that's so deep. For many be called, but few chosen. You know, he hired me. He called me out of this darkness. I had a dream of the vineyard. He said unto me, to them, the elect, the ones that are already chosen, witnesses sealed, go ye also into the vineyard. This is the vineyard we're living here now. And whatsoever is right, that shall ye receive. What you bind here, what you loose here, you receive in heaven. St. John's 40, or St. John's 5, I believe. And they said unto him, about the 11th hour he went out, and found others standing idle, and saith unto them, why stand ye here all the day idle? You know, one day here, or 1,000 days here, is one day in heaven. Let me go over here. St. Matthew 25. When wisdom, she opened up her great mystery to me, Sirach. She gave me that oil. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. People who aren't trying to, become spiritually strong in the faith. Me being elect, I got the 100% truth and wisdom, so I'm trying to tell y'all. And 5 of them were wise and 5 were foolish. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. Pretty much they're not looking. It's 50-50 of the elect out here. Some of them are still sleeping. Because they're not trying to, the Most High, regardless, he came like a thief in the night. And he got me. He picked me up. My last name's W, and the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. So I don't know if that has to deal with me, waking up first. But at midnight, that's what happened. My visitation came like a thief in the night. You go out to meet him, and basically, I was standing idle, and basically, I was crying. That shit, I was battling a fucking angel. Behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. And basically, and the foolish said unto the wise, give us your oil, for our lamps are gone out. But the wise answer saying, no, saying not so, lest there be not enough for us and you, but go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves. Them is the angels. You gotta go before the Most High. Yahweh Shine Alahayim. Stay watchful. Because, for you know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh. And it's not fun. So you gotta tarry, you gotta hang on to this truth. For as the lightning cometh out of the east and shineth from the west, that's what happened. I seen the angels like lightning. For as the lightning cometh out of the east and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For whatsoever the carcasses, there will the eagles be gathered together. These are talking about the chariots. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet. Our voices are those trumpets, y'all. And they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Now learn a parable of the fig tree, which his branch is yet tender, and putteth forth leaves. Ye know that summer is nigh, the end, the ripe season. That's what happened. All this happened right after each other. Like this happened right there. These two happened together that night when the angels came. They sounded, and there was, as the lightning cometh from the east and the shine from the west, coming from the four corners of the angels, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, just like Daniel and Ezekiel, you know, their appearance was, oh, what is that? That's deep. He is, you know, in the secret chambers. Man, so I'm gonna, like, that penny is that seal, y'all. Like, make your calling and election sure, you know. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then shall the great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should be no flesh shaved, but for the elect's sake those days should be shortened. Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Christ, or there, believe it not, for there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall shew great signs and wonders, and so much that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. And that's what happened to me. Psalms 41. I told one of my good friends about it, and he turned on me, and tried to take me into this dark society, low key. You know, he always knew I was into music, and I'm very good with my hands. He teaches my fingers of war, you know, and he rained down skill and knowledge and understanding. You know, I got so much better after my second calling. It was like 100% installation of the first fruits, and I died twice. Revelations, resurrection, Slovakia. I just, like, he made me dumb. But look, like, he rained down skill and knowledge and understanding, but, blasphemy against the Holy Ghost shall not be forgiven unto men. It's forbidden, and forbidden to us to speak unto the Gentiles. So this is only for the elect bloodline, the so-called Native Americans, blacks, Latinos. You gotta look at the 12 tribes chart. I had to do a video edifying, but there's Barakatah Yahushua, all praise, glory, honor, power, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash. Go ye into the world, this is the vineyard, and preach the gospel to every creature. He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved, but he that believeth not shall be damned. And these signs shall follow them that believe. In my name shall they cast out devils, they shall speak with new tongues, they shall take up serpents, and they shall drink. And if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua. So, like, he that believeth and is baptized shall be saved. That's important.